the enormity of their flat brain, the enormity of their stupidity is just overwhelming. You have to do yourself a favor when you're out in the countryside and you see chicken. Try to look a chicken in the eye with great intensity, and the intensity of stupidity that is looking back at you is just amazing.
Hello, welcome to the, I have no idea, 53rd and final episode of the Chicken Chess Club podcast. My name is Jan Gustafsson. I just got back to Hamburg from the beautiful city of Warsaw, and I am delighted to be joined here to talk about the Grand Chess Tour, the Champions Chess Tour, the Chicken Chess Tour, the Fimmins Wiede Grand Prix. Anyway, you get the idea. By Peter Arne Nielsen and Laurent Fressinet. Peter, how are you?
I'm great. I mean, I turned 50 this week, and I thought,
Congratulations.
I was inspired by Mr. Dodgy, so I actually had a full birthday week. I mean, I was watching Final Four basketball, then a Rammstein concert, and partying in Denmark, Lithuania, and now I'm back doing podcast with you. So
when you say partying, what does that mean?
I actually had a vodka shot at some point.
Wow.
One, obviously, but yes, that is partying. Well, that's, having breakfast with kids, visiting my 80-year-old mother, this kind of stuff. I don't know how you guys party. But,
Same.
No,
looks like you partied late yesterday night. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm on the road, having a Simon today. Tomorrow, I will be
Cashing in.
commentating. I will be commentating chess boxing. So yeah, that's kind of chess boxing, the chess part, I guess. Yeah, all good. I'm sorry for my sound. I mean, they don't have Wi-Fi here, so I have internet on my phone, which is not ideal, I guess.
I can't tell the difference.
But it's pity because I was following I was following closely the Grand Chess Tour and the Champion Chess Tour, so I have a lot to say about these tournaments.
I can't wait for.
But you were there. You were
your
there.
thoughts.
So
I was there.
How was your week?
It was nice, honestly. I was very impressed with the city of Warsaw. I've been raving about it already. We had nice weather, and yeah, it's so beautiful there. Great cafes, great food, great walking routes. I found a very nice Polish gym. Got up early in the morning, went to the gym. I felt like a very productive member of society. Then I hung out in this VIP room, whatever it's called, the players' lounge of this Grand Chess Tour, where I was with Anish Magnus Carlsen, former world champion, was also playing. The only critique I would have, or I'm not sure if it's a big deal, but it was on the third floor of some nice museum. And in order to get out, the players had to sneak past a lot of fans because there were a lot of chess fans there. Or, ask somebody if they could be brought by some elevator where you needed someone to let them in and out again. And there were a lot of people in a confined space with not a lot of air. So I think it must have been a bit tough. I could go in and out, and for some reason I'm not as popular as the players. But if you want to go out and sign autographs, like you want some fresh air, there's 9 rounds of Blitz, then it must not be so easy, no? I'm not sure if this is... For Magnus, it must be a common problem, no, Peter?
Yeah, but that's where the role of the second come in. I mean, basically, we are putting basketball screens. That's why you need someone who is solid in size in both directions. I mean,
I've been working out, but it's rough if everybody is asking you for a signature and you have to be rude to all these people when you just want 3 minutes of fresh air, no? Between every round.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but it happens everywhere to Magnus. Even let's say in Stavanger, I mean, he comes by the main entrance. You see people 1-2 minutes before the game asking for autograph because, well, they think the game hasn't started yet and such. It happens in Weig as well. I guess you live with it, but of course, if there is hundreds, it gets tough.
No, I've been to Stavanger and Weig. It really doesn't compare. Like there was one door, you come out and there's literally 200 people standing, and You can't get past it.
No,
So yeah.
I get your point, but well,
So of course a luxury problem. It's beautiful to see there is so much attendance and passion for chess. It was in a sort of theater style room in a museum, and it was packed every day. So it was very, very impressive to see how much they're into chess, and was a really nice event. But yeah, for the players, I could imagine it's a bit tricky.
that's how it is at chess. Well, also, I mean, I was at Basketball Sunday, and it always, when we talk about huge numbers in chess, we talk about hundreds, not tens of thousands, right? But I think it's a relevant point in chess that players normally don't have separate entrances and stuff like this, and of course, it creates problems. The same, well, I think we have debated before. Let's say at some, let's say, Olympiad and World Rapid and Blitz, people might complain Magnus gets special treatment. But the problem is also at these events that the players are actually the fans themselves. So, I mean, in a football match, of course, players enter from a separate entrance. They have their locker room, so on and so forth. It is kind of weird in chess. But, I mean, well, if Magnus didn't seem bothered by it, it somehow, well, he seems to be more relaxed about it these days, I guess.
No, I'm not sure. I didn't ask him much about it. Also, I should say that the event was very nicely organized, and they also offered, if you want to get out, you can ask, and they will open this elevator. There was some sort of private elevator, but it wasn't like you could just step out for some air. You needed to ask, and then be asked to be let in again. So I could imagine it's a bit tricky for the players, but of course, luxury problems. Yeah, for me it was nice. I was sitting in this players' lounge where there was a lot of food, a lot of drinks, and it looked like there was mainly there was one VIP room where they had some other food, and one players' lounge where everybody was hanging out. So I was chilling with Lotus, of course, and with the seconds that were there. Had a good time.
I feel some déjà vu. It's my impression that both for Bucharest and Dusseldorf, you were also saying that you were hanging out in the VIP lounge with food and drinks, right? So
no, Bucharest, I wasn't in any lounge a single time. Dusseldorf, I was in the lounge. Bucharest, I was just in my room.
That
was classical chess as well. It's a bit different with this.
With the Fiujas, no?
Rapid. The problem is also.
You are with the Fiuja family in Bucharest, right?
Yeah, that was at lunch and dinner and at the public events, the Firouzja family, except for Alireza. Yeah, they were there.
No, sorry for spying, but I will do it anyway. But what's your role? You actually speak with your guy during, between the rounds and stuff like this. You have to have prep.
No, I was gonna get to that. I guess that also depends on the setting. You're probably more experienced with these Rapid and Blitz, but there's no private room, and also in this players' lounge there was pretty bad internet. So the first day I thought I'll be a proper second and I'll bring my computer and we can look at stuff during the games. It's not really how it played out. Like you have this 10-minute break and you wanna chill a bit for the Rapid. We make the plan, or Anish makes the plan more or less before the day anyway. You only have 3 opponents, so it's not like you can do a lot of stuff. Of course, you can check something on the phone, like while the games are going, and then say, this or this happened. But there wasn't a lot of preparation to be done.
No, I thought it's more. Honest. You're probably there for a reminder. If he asked, okay, well, what's actually the plan? You say, sure, that's how it is in a way. So it's no, I mean, being available, of course, makes sense in these situations. I understand.
I guess it also depends on the setting, but if everybody's in the same room and there's no great internet, it's not very serious. If you're saying, okay, this guy, we move the e-pawn.
Yeah. But I'm sure you are very useful in cheering him up after he blundered a queen, for instance.
I was going to wait how long you need to get to that moment that brought you so much joy.
Jumping,
he was completely winning against Magnus, and then it got out of hand. Although, before the queen blunder, the trend had already shifted. What to say? Congratulations! I'm very happy. It made you happy. We should mention that Magnus won the event. He had a rough rapid stretch for his standards. Started very, very slowly. I think 1 out of 3 the first day and so on.
And was 3 points. I don't think he won a game the first 2 days.
No.
Yeah. No, he made 5 draws, 1 loss.
Yeah. And he was 3 points behind Duda, I think, going into the blitz portion, but then completely crushed in the blitz portion and finished 2 points ahead of everybody. So he still got it. He still got it.
Yeah, plus
He's got a
10 in
chest.
the blitz section. I don't know. Yeah, I'm generally a believer, but after the first couple of days, I was checking the ranking. It was a bit far, but still, I mean, it's always, you know that most likely in this tournament without, let's say, Naka or Alireza, nobody can make a very, very big score. So this is good for Magnus, and he can always come back. In general, Maxime or Wesley, they can of course win, or Duda, they can
Duda.
of course win the tournament, but they won't make any, a big score. So Magnus always has a chance to come back if he has a good day in Blitz, and he won like 7 in a row in the middle. So that was kind of good, yeah.
Oh, Jan said he was behind with 3 points. That's correct. He made 1.5 point less in rapid, but just blitz counts only the half, right? So he had to
Yeah,
make
3
3
points
points.
in
I
the
think
standings. Yeah.
there is this guy who is doing chess by numbers, who is doing statistics on who is most likely to win the event. And I think before the final day, Magnus was trailing by 0.5 point, and it gave Magnus at 65% to win and Duda at 15. So I mean, well, they give him a considerable edge in blitz, and it seems to be rightly so. And
Well, the
yeah,
trend was already
yeah,
very
yeah.
much in his favor there as well, and half a
Of
point.
course.
Of course, he's a favorite,
No,
but
no,
going into the blitz, I wasn't. I
no.
wasn't sure.
No, after the first 2 days, of course, I thought, okay, if this is the level, perhaps, we have to start really considering some things. But no, I get this point that the only one who can get into this flow and score absurd amount of points, he can do. And yeah, it happened again. I mean, I don't know. It was not like you have the feeling it was very impressive work from him to some extent, was it? Or
No, I think his hand is still
yeah,
superior
exactly.
to the others, and as mentioned, with the circumstances there as well, I think it's very important to get into the flow and get the groove. He was doing his thing, being late for the games, and it was just good old Magnus.
Yes,
Looked
some
very,
games were
very impressive.
were very good. I mean, I can tell the couple of games he played against my countryman, Maxime. I mean, he played brilliant. I think Magnus played brilliant both games, and he was a bit trolling in the opening as well, so that
Thank you.
didn't help. I mean, this Danish Gambit for your birthday, Peter. I still cannot believe you are 50. I mean, you look so young. This is amazing. And the Polish, actually, he played twice the Polish. I mean, the first game in Rapid against Wojtaszek, of course, to play the Polish is a bit of a handicap, because you get. I mean,
I
you
strongly
almost
I
guaranteed
forgot his
to.
prep, no?
Now you are just dissing my prep. I strongly dislike that. I thought it was great.
You think,
But
yeah, okay.
I'm sure he mixed up. I'm sure Peter put bishop e7, not a6 in the file, and then like everything's great.
Well, exactly. I cannot tell you such secrets, but you also have engine.
But
Yeah.
I'm still right.
Yeah. No.
And we know how you walk, so so we can guess the moves.
I have a space bar as well.
Yeah. No, you have to spacebar at the right time. It's an art form.
But of course, not to get too much into theory debates. The Polish is a risky choice, and Wojtaszek Polish is d4 b5, and Radek Wojtaszek played a good game, I thought, overall.
He did.
In the first round. It was nice to see. Local hero, or one of the two local heroes with Duda in Poland there. Got a lot of applause. And I'm sure the fans were happy. Duda fighting for first. Wojtaszek beating Magnus. They got a lot of moments. And as we said, Duda, he could have won or caught Magnus in the very last round. Was an exciting game. If Duda were to win it, he would have had the same number of points. And he was winning in quite some spots, some weird endgame.
Yeah. To be fair, Magnus had a pretty good opening against him. But
Yeah.
I don't know if that's to be fair. That makes it worse. No, it was +3 after 7 moves.
Yeah.
And Duda had a comeback.
I was not praising my boss for change. No.
And it's good. It's honestly good to see Duda back. I mean, we praised him many times here, and he has a bad period, and it seems that he could find some extra motivation to play at home.
It's also really his tournament. No, he won it last year. I don't know if playing at home also gives him motivation, but the format Superbet, Rapid, and Blitz, he just seems very, very strong in this.
No,
But you
that
could
was
also tell he had a pep in his step. Like he looked a bit more sad, like from far away in Vike or Düsseldorf, where it didn't go so well. Here, yeah, looked very confident.
Yeah, it's good. It's good, and when he's in the top shape, then he can fight with.
But to have our
With
usual
Magnus, actually.
debate, I mean, do you actually include Duda in the group below Magnus? Sort of, I mean, or
No.
no?
In what format?
That's a good question.
I mean, if it's
Because
classical,
now-
of course not.
In
Let's
classical,
say-
Duda is he's quite far behind. No, but
Yeah, he's not a world championship contender by the current rules, right?
No, of course, in Rapid and Blitz, he's extremely good. I mean, he finished second in World Blitz, not this year, but the previous year, so he can always win one of these events or win some Grand Chess 2 events, that's for sure. So, but in classical, no. I mean, you cannot. I mean, it's 27:30 or something, so you cannot. I will check my numbers, but yeah, something. No, it's not in that group, no.
No, I mean, he hasn't showed it yet, but there's been some good signs recently. But probably Jan is right. It's Rapid and Blitz, right? So
no, in classical he's been doing badly. Like,
He's
sorry, he
27
didn't play
something.
in Vike. I should say he cancelled.
yeah.
He cancelled Vike. But yeah, in Düsseldorf he didn't. He didn't look.
You haven't
good,
spoken
I
about
thought.
Magnus' hair, as far as I can see.
No, you'd be very happy because I know you judge haircuts by the longer the better. And Magnus' hair is very long. Like, is he? What's he going for there? You must have some insights.
No, I mean, I can't say that. We've more been talking about Polish and Danish and Scandinavian and this kind of weird openings. Not so much. I mean, he's not taking a lot of fashion advice from me, but maybe he's ending up in my category. That could be, but I think
don't
it's an
think so.
accident.
Why would
Yeah.
he not take fashion advice from you?
No, I don't get it either. But well, you know how it works in my team. You know, you answer when you can ask. You don't come up with suggestions yourself, right? So, but no, it was a marked difference to the others, so-called professional looks. I thought Magnus looked different, but I'm a huge fan, obviously.
Yeah, no surprises there. And yeah, I'm not sure he's going for a new thing. Some big Lebowski vibe from Magnus. But yeah, still winning the tournaments. Very impressive.
No,
I
I think
don't know.
we'll see
He was all by himself. There was no Henrik, no Peter. What's going on?
again the usual thing. Wasn't that?
Es gibt in deinen Kontakten niemanden.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
we'll edit that one. out.
so nobody was there. So what who did you spy on, Jan? Can you reveal some stuff? What about Guy Kimovic?
Gary Kimovic was there. I have to say, I'm a bit shy around Gary Kimovic. Normally, I mean, it's fine to talk nonsense there in this players' lounge. Even Magnus doesn't scare me very much. A little bit, but not that much. But Gary Kimovic, I still don't dare to talk nonsense or ask stupid questions when he's there. Like the players, I think that know him, they're fine with him, and they're just debating games, and it's a loose vibe. But yeah, to me, he has a different presence still. Like it's,
Gary is not scary, but it's intimidating to some extent, right? And
yeah, he doesn't do anything bad. He's very relaxed.
no.
But yeah, to me, growing up with him playing these matches against Karpov, I'm not comfortable asking dumb questions, so I just sit there and listen.
No, I mean,
He says hi or not?
I think he says hi to the room, but he doesn't address any single guy he doesn't know who's sitting there. I mean,
again, so Ding, you're not sure knows you. Gary, he knows you.
I'm also not sure.
You're not sure.
Okay. That was my question.
Guess
Actually,
so, but yeah, like
I think he
not
does.
sure. Yeah, I think so too. No,
There's more chances actually that Guy
like,
knows
I
you.
have interviewed him on air and so on. Like, but okay, could still be.
Yeah, okay.
I think he knows me.
I would guess so.
It also doesn't matter. Like, why would he greet me, some random guy?
No,
even if you
that-
know the name, I'm also not greeting everybody.
No, he stopped me once in the street in St. Louis and we spoke for 15 minutes, but because he had to play this 960 tournament. That was very puzzling for me. I was even compared to normally underdressed and stuff like that. But maybe now I insulted him like 2-3 years ago briefly on online. Maybe he is still holding grudges for that. I don't know, but no, I once had in St. Louis at the closing. You sort of put at different tables, and they put Vichy, Magnus, Henrik, and me and Gary. And basically, Vichy and Magnus just was baiting Gary politically, and I had to sort of talk about it. It was incredibly intimidating. No, I mean you don't dare contradict him, but you don't dare not say anything else. And he's such a presence, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
You can still,
Yeah.
still
No,
feel the presence. Maybe
mean,
it's in our head as well because we grew up with him. But no,
yeah,
no,
but it's true.
You can tell it's
Vichy or Magnus, you would make a joke. It's Laurent's
Yeah.
alarm clock already. It's 12. But I mean, no, I mean, Gary, you're right. It is a terrifying experience to some extent. So, yeah. But also, I mean, I even had a training camp with him and Magnus, and he was extremely kind, and it was very interesting to talk with him. But whenever I would meet him, I would also, I mean, immediately go to sort of shut down defensive mode in a way, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean, right? You freeze a little bit, not because he does anything, but his
No,
presence.
no,
Yeah,
it's just
the
because he's Gary. No, no, I mean, he might be extremely friendly and be ready to, hi, good to see you, Jan, but you're immediately somehow extremely alert, right?
Yeah, no, it didn't look like he was
No.
doing anything bad. He was just talking very normally, very relaxed
Yeah,
to everybody,
no.
Debating the moves and so on.
No, it's true.
But yeah, it's just such a
You make
presence.
a
Yeah, I
point.
don't know how to phrase it.
Maybe I never had a bad incident with him like that. I'm just shit scared, right? Yeah, so it's,
Yeah.
I don't know about Laurent, but...
No, but
he
I
was
think
good.
he's happy about it. No, I don't dare. I mean, like I have had some a long time ago. I saw him even in we had some training camp, French boys, and he was very, very friendly. But then
Yeah.
I never dared to say hi to him when he
No, no.
didn't come to me. I mean, I played this one of these stuff countries tour in Paris, so he was again very friendly. But the next year, I just went as a guest. I didn't say. I mean, like, yeah, when you enter the room, I mean, you just. I think, yeah, of course, he understands it. I don't know if you don't do that, then you get disturbed all the time. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But yeah, it's clear that
I
Yeah,
played...
also you do it a bit out of respect. No, you feel like if every random guy like me comes in and says hi or something, like okay,
Yeah.
let the guy be peaceful as well. Yeah, but yeah, I'm never sure. You feel a bit awkward because I just walk by him, and he's standing there. It's 5 meters away. But yeah, I feel like he has this presence. Don't bother the man, although it might not be very bad. It looks like you feel different, feel similarly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, what happened in the players' lounge? No, not much really. You're sitting there. We can do our beloved category. What parents or grandparents were there? Let's go through it.
please.
Also, you said food was great. Is Polish food or just international cuisine?
You're
Oh.
cutting out here for me.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was
for me
trying...
too.
You cannot hear me?
On and
We
off.
can now.
Okay. No, I was asking, you were praising Polish food, the food there. It was like Polish food or more international?
No, mainly more international, but I was very impressed with wherever we were downtown. Warsaw, but yeah, we just ate our usual nonsense. A lot of sushi, ramen, Indian, Thai,
Getting hungry
international
now.
cuisine, but you had all the options at very, very affordable prices in nice locations nearby. So no, I was very impressed with the city.
Anyway, parents, grandparents.
Yeah, let's have a look. Duda,
Wait.
and I don't know Duda already. Maybe someone was visiting, but I'm not 100% sure. I think Duda's mom might have been visiting. Yeah.
Levon's dad?
Levon's dad, I didn't see. No, he was in Vike, but I didn't see him here. Wesley was with Lotus, of course. Maxime brought a friend who Laurent probably knows. French
Yeah.
guy, seemed very friendly.
Please. Julien.
Julien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, he's coming, I think, on a regular basis to visit Maxime, and yeah, it's nice to have a friend who is a chess player, but not too good, let's say. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like me.
you want there to give to give advices. So yeah, it's nice.
Uh-huh. Magnus all by himself, as debated. Rapport, was with his regular second, I would guess. Banush, I've seen him at
Banush. Yeah.
all all the tournaments recently with Richie. Radek was with his wife. No, not that many parents actually. Derek was with the mom, and Shevchenko, I think, with the maybe the grandmother showed up. I'm not sure. I think so. But yeah, no, actually, not that many parents.
And Giri was only with you, right?
Giri was just with me. No parents. No parents.
Amazing.
Yeah. No, we had a good time. Yeah, result for Anish, not great, obviously, but what to do. Overall, yeah, was a very nice event.
Is it insulting to ask if Geary cares? But because my impression is he cares much more about classical chess than these kind of events.
Yeah, I think he cares. Also, I don't know anybody who likes
No, of course. I mean,
doing badly when things are going. But yeah, of course it's a different vibe with classical events. But also, yeah, for me, of course, because the preparation for one opponent, it's more serious. While here, it's much more about relaxing and so on. And I think he got better in rapid and blitz, but clearly it's not his specialty compared to classical.
well, at some
Yeah.
point,
No, I
it
think
seemed
everybody
almost
cares.
like he was quite better in blitz, but rapid less so in a way. I don't know if results was reflecting that at some point. Maybe
I
not.
don't know actually. Like I think he had some good Champions Chess tours, but not
Mhm.
that many.
Yeah, at some point
And
he was doing well
yeah. I
in
think
this
he
champion
maybe
chess
won
tour,
one
but
of those now, but yeah.
Mhm.
But overall, yeah, he
I,
hasn't been as stable, of course.
I can't recall any very very good result he did in over the board, rapid and blitz in this grand chess tour.
No,
No,
normally he
Like
hasn't been crushing. I'm sure some were decent, but yeah, his better results. I think I've been in classical. Oh yeah, he did win the
yeah,
Magnus Carlsen Invitational in the Champions Chess Tour.
Mhm. And also
yeah.
last World
So
Championship in blitz, he was doing pretty well, right? I thought he was in contention for a medal, more or less.
I
No.
think he was fine in both. Yeah, you finished like fifth in Rapid
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Blitz. No, he's not weak or anything, but yeah,
No.
he's not a favorite to win these events. Like
No, he's not a specialist. I mean, if anything, he's more a classical specialist. But of course, he's just generally a good player. So that.
yeah. Also, it's the usual. Yeah, small things in Rapid, like a bunch of good positions. You lose one of the winning positions, and then yeah, your tournament turns a bit. But yeah, no, it wasn't a disaster, but obviously not a giant success
Mm-hmm.
for Anish. Wesley stable as usual.
He's just
yeah,
a rock, yeah.
Yeah.
But
just yeah. And
oh,
Maxim, he has his ups and downs. You feel that he's more his style fits more this rapid and blitz than let's say Gay. While in classical he's not doing he's doing I mean Gay is doing better in classical, but yeah, he needs to have a good day. He can have a good day. He can have a winning streak as Magnus. He can win five 6 games in a row.
Well, he did know at
Uh,
least four in a row. He won on the last day in Blitz. No, Maxim's just a very good chess player. No, in Rapid and Blitz, he doesn't get targeted in the opening. I would guess that's the biggest advantage he has. That in classical, of course, people try to hit him a little more, while in Rapid and Blitz, yeah, that problem's not there. Maybe will get fixed now with the new team Maxim.
still,
But I think, yeah, he's obviously an amazing player. So in Rapid and Blitz, especially in Blitz, if things go well, he can just go on streaks. Because normally it's not big theoretical debates. No, people just play.
yeah, but also
but
he's very good in this time scramble. You know, he's very
Yeah, exactly.
very sharp. He's
No,
very
he's very
sharp
fast.
tactically.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very fast. He doesn't care. He has this style. He doesn't care if he has a bad position. I mean, he still plays fast. You know, he's very practical and pragmatic, and yeah, he usually does
maybe
well.
it's typical that him and Magnus is doing quite well at the end. When people get tired, care less about preparation and stuff like this, they will have this kind of streaks.
Yeah, that's true.
And it feels like Laurent is saying a letter every 3 seconds.
Yeah,
No, I didn't say anything.
I fully agree.
Sorry, you zoned out a bit here for us.
Okay.
But we agree.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Maxime is very good.
Mhm.
Also,
move?
Duda actually, I mean, it's the same. With very little time, he just doesn't blunder and keeps the game going, keeps being tricky. It's very impressive. Yeah. Levon,
Yeah, you have-
5th place, was nominated last minute because world champion Ding Liren decided to take a well-deserved break, withdrew from the tournament. Yeah, Levon played well, still got it. Yep, no, it was a nice event overall. Not that much other than that to report. I think we
Hier
lost
ist das
Laurent.
Resultat meiner Websuche.
Shut up, Siri.
No, Siri is the great friend of my 5-year-old. They are having a lot of talks together.
Your 5-year-old is not on ChatGPT yet, yeah?
No. I mean, well, maybe we are, far behind over here. I'm sorry, but that's the Siri stuff.
So let's have a look at what other events we have in the chess world. I frankly haven't followed many others. But there was the Chess Kit Cup, part of the Champions Chess Tour, where in Division 1, sadly, of course, Anish, who qualified, had to cancel because it clashed with the Grand Chess Tour. I think there
let's
was
not
some
mention another player who also had to cancel.
other cases. Yeah, a certain Carlsen maybe also couldn't play.
Shevchenko.
Yeah,
No, but
Shevchenko
I
as
mean,
well.
it's very weird to play. We already discussed that, and it didn't happen only in Division 1. Also, because of Sharjah, some people had to cancel their. They are playing a qualifier for a tournament they cannot play in, which is, I mean, you should sign something that if you qualify, you should play. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous. But yeah, it was a nice event to follow. Actually, I was paid to follow it, so I was commentating in French. I was amazed by Abdusatov. I mean, that was amazing. What he did from start to finish was amazing. So stable, so good, so well prepared. Actually, he's preparing well for these matches, online matches. Everything looks so good. His technique clearly improved. I mean, like just a machine. And my French boys didn't do so well. Jules won a couple of matches though against Kolas and Shimanov, but he lost against the big guys, Abdusatov and Fabi. Fabi also did well, but Abdusatov was just too good for him. And yeah, so that's very impressive. And Alieza just knocked out Naka, who lost 2 matches. So his first 2 matches. The first one against Jordan and then against Alieza. So that was a bit weird to see Naka kicked out after only 1.5 day, but that's how it is. But Alias didn't do so well. So it was all about Abdusatov, which was amazing performance in terms of results and in terms of play, in my opinion. It was just I was very, very
Well,
impressed.
I mainly have 2 questions. Okay, what happened to Naka? Because we generally consider him and Magnus clearly the best. And, well, Abdusattorov, do we think he's basically the real deal? He's just incredibly strong.
So the first question, Nakamura complained that he was traveling he's playing Norway chess, so he was traveling the day before to Norway. So long trip, jet lagged, and also, I mean, he's playing against Jordan, he can lose, no? And against Alieza, I mean, I think it's a 50-50 match, so it's a bit of a surprise, but he travels the day before losing to Jordan, so he was complaining, I think, on Twitter on that. And yeah, Abdusatov now yeah, no, I don't know. Abdusatov and Gukesh are my boys in this junior ranking list for sure. I mean, of course, Alieza is still the favorite, but Abdusatov and Gukesh comes. I mean, Abdusatov in Rapid is just amazing. But okay, he was world champion a couple of years ago, so that's totally a surprise.
First of all, I'd like to praise Laurent's math. We consider Magnus and Nakamura the clear number 1 and 2, so they have a 50-50 chance against Alireza.
Okay, 60-40 if you prefer, 55.
No, it's fine, of course. That can happen. Yeah, with Abdusattorov, it also feels like he's getting better, like all the time, and the way he carries himself, like we saw him in action in Vike, then also, okay, Düsseldorf, he didn't have a great tournament. But in this Armageddon series, which I think he also won, or maybe he lost the final. No, he lost the finals to Gukesh. But yeah, he's just very, very serious, looks very fit, looks very motivated, very optimistic. Just, he looks like a complete sportsman who just keeps improving. And yeah, I think he's going to be nasty. He has a lot of things going for him. Also mentally,
No.
work ethic. Like, I'm impressed with the kid as well.
His attitude is just amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, even his background, when he's on camera, even his background, I mean, it's just perfect. You know, everything is on the right place. You can see behind him. I mean, he comes well prepared, well dressed. His hairs are good. I mean, like a pro. I mean, he's coming half an hour before the match starts. I mean, just everything is perfect. Yeah, and his attitude is really is doesn't lose. If he blunders something, which happens very early, then it doesn't tilt. I mean, so he will be. Yeah, he looks like on a mission, and of course, I mean, like you have to think. When I'm commentating his games, I'm thinking about Kasparov. When I see him, his attitude, everything. I mean, it looks like Kasparov to me. So that's of course very, very impressive.
Yeah, I agree. Looks like a very, very tough sportsman. The posture, everything. Yeah. Also very impressed. How old is he? He's 19 or something. Yeah, like it's
It's only
Yeah.
19.
Still got
that
time.
is scary.
no.
Yeah.
Very, very strong. Yeah, from a German perspective, of course, shout out to Dimitri Kollars. First of all, who qualified for Division 1, which is not a given. And then won his first match against Alireza, which, yeah, it's also a rare achievement, of course. Alireza said afterwards, he had no chance. That might have been a bit of a strong statement because Alireza had a mouse slip in a winning position, which led to him being down 2-1 instead of up 2-1. Then, yeah, it was 2-2. And he lost the Armageddon, but a very strong outing from Dimitri Kollars. Congratulations.
Very focused, very well prepared. German
Yeah.
school of chess. I mean, I didn't know the guy much, and I played. I saw that match against Alieza, and that was a good one. I mean, already, I mean, before the match, I didn't think it would be a fight at all because I thought Alieza would just cruise. But yeah, he came very well prepared, and it's true that that's the difference between Alieza and Abdusattorov. That it's clear that Alieza doesn't take it as seriously as Abdusattorov does these online events. So that makes a huge difference at the end of the day.
Do I hear criticism of Alireza?
This is just okay.
No, it's a choice. I mean, it's a
He's-
choice. It doesn't. There's no way chess coming up. So yeah, he just plays. No, I mean, he wants to win, of course. So who likes to lose, as you pointed out before in the show? But not. You feel he's not as well prepared as Abdusattorov. Not as focused. He's tilting more. So you can feel it's not as important for him as it is for Abdusattorov. But actually, Abdusattorov may be the only one. With Fabi, actually, Fabi is very focused, very well prepared all the time. So Caruana is taking those events very, very seriously as well. That's why he's doing well, I guess.
Yeah, it's also, there is good money at stake. No, it's not like all these guys need
Yeah.
money, but you can make money in these online events from home. So I think they're just being professionals, taking it seriously. It's good to see.
No, but I don't know what's your opinion on that, but I don't think Naka and Magnus, they are more in the Fuja bracket, I would say. They are incredibly good, so that's why they're they're winning a crazy number of events. But I think they are more in the Fuja category. They don't. I mean, like Abdusattorov is playing something in the first white game, then you can be sure that in the second white game in the match, he will change. He will change his. He will have another idea. So that's kind of shows professionalism. So I don't think it's the same for Naka or Magnus.
Magnus brings me to the French Alps. I assume it's not just for conversations and company, right? It's also to do chess.
Are you sure?
Was it to do chess?
Oh, soft chess. Yeah, you might not notice it, but yeah. there is.
Because he
Yeah, but
literally said he prioritized spending time with family before
yeah,
the matches there
No,
to
no,
preparing.
of course, but I mean, well, yeah, he would do all kind of stuff with his family, but then I would still, tell him, do this, do that, and something like that.
So that's your defense of his professionalism.
No, I'm just.
I mean, his things are working for him
I think he's trying
because he's amazing.
to. I think he's trying to win. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
no,
No,
but
no.
not
But
as
what
I
I'm
mean,
much as
trying to say
Abdus
is that he has he's always had a different approach, no, like more of a, I don't know, what do you want to call it, to a work-life balance and intuitive and doing things his own way. And we can't really
no,
argue
of course.
with
I
his
mean,
online
if
results.
he goes skiing 5 hours before the games, so of course you can argue then you're not taking it 100% seriously. But I mean,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
no, I get Laurent's point to some extent. That of course, Abdus seems even more hungry in a way. But I still think that these events they work well when the players really care, right? And I mean, at least some of them doing is important. If people just show up, place, and go home, then somehow. Well,
I think it's also just a different approach, no? Like Abdusatorov and Fabi, they would probably,
yeah.
no, I get up at this time, then I have breakfast, then I prepare, then I rest, then I show up. Well, Magnus seems to be doing better often if he's just at ease, just going with the flow, and then he will still try very hard to crush people, and normally he does. Yeah, I think it's just, a more organized versus a more intuitive style to some extent. Although, I don't know. I guess Magnus also thinks about what time he should get up and what time he eats what and so on. Like, it's hard to say. It's just his ways are less obvious to us.
No, I guess that the argument would be preserving energy for when it matters, but well, it's a fine line, obviously. But
Yeah, that doesn't match with the 5 hours of skiing. Anyway, Laurent's point is well taken. That's Abdusatorov is a very, very impressive guy.
No, but I mean, do we see him already as a contender for the next World Championship cycle? Maybe we do.
Yeah, I do.
He has to make the candidates like everybody.
Yeah.
But he's rapidly improving. He's already not far behind in rating. He scored +4 in Vike or +3. No.
How many spots in World Cup? I think 3. So of course he will be one of the many contenders. But World Cup is a mix of classical and rapid. So I mean, is clearly one of the big guys there already in the last. I think a bit geary, in the last World Cup. So he was already incredibly good. Well, I mean, he beat someone very, very strong, one of the top guys. Maybe it was Aunian, I can't remember. But in this format of World Cup, I can see him.
Geary.
Yeah, so I think I can see it's one of the guys who I won't be surprised to see in the last man's standing there. So we'll see. But there's a chance for sure.
Yeah, I think you can make a similar argument for 10 other people. I'm not sure if he's superior in the mixed format yet, but that he is very, very scary, I think it's hard to disagree with. And the other ways to qualify for the candidates are, there's one spot from this Grand Swiss that's even tougher. Of course, you have to win a Giant Open. Is it 1 or 2? I keep forgetting. Maybe it's 2.
I think 2.
2, yeah.
I think 2, and there's one by rating, and one will be for. I mean, if Magnus doesn't play, then Alieza is a favorite.
2 for the tour.
There's 2 for the tour.
No, it's 1 for the tour.
2 for the overall tour. The Sfide.
I thought only 1.
Pretty sure.
I think it's 1 and 1 by rating. It's 1 for the tour and one for the rating.
It was 2 from the tour, 1 by rating, 1 by Nepomniachtchi. That's 4. And then 3 plus 2.
You mentioned
3 in World Cup.
3 from the 3 World Cup.
3 in World Cup, I know. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's
2 from the Swiss.
1
maybe?
from the Grand Swiss and 2 from the overall tour.
No. I think it's okay. People will correct me if I'm not, but I think it's 3 from the World Cup, 2 from the Swiss. So that's 5. 1 Nepomniachtchi, 1 rating, and one tour.
That's also my
8.
guess.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Why do we have this big
So-
tour if there's just one spot?
Well,
It's
this
not really a
tour
tour.
again,
You don't
you can
organize
do it in the
any
feeder
tournament.
segment. It just, yeah, it was just instead of the Grand Chess Tour, it became this instead because well, I don't know. Anyway,
Of the Grand Prix, whatever it was called,
yeah.
FIDE Grand Prix. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean before the elections, they announced the Grand Chess Tour would be a qualifier, but then they changed changed it afterwards.
So it's actually
Yeah,
3
fair enough.
spots out of 7 which are given in the World Cup. So this is almost half of the spot. So if you are good in this knockout format and rapid, then you have better chances. So yes, it's good for these young guys who can also.
But also,
it's
you
very
say
low
that
Do we
demand.
have any historic evidence that young guys are doing well in the World Cup? I thought very often it's the veterans, no? Svedler, Kayakin. I don't know. I don't have the stats in front of me. Rajabov, Ding were in the finals last time. Levon, MVL usually goes deep. I'm not sure
Yeah,
it's good
but now-
for the young guys. I think it's also a lot of experience in pacing yourself.
well, but also Laurent says when you're good at knockout. But I would say Magnus is excellent at knockout, but he still hasn't won World Cup. They're just difficult
Hi.
statistically to win.
Okay, he didn't play that many, and he was kind of close last time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he did
I mean,
play
he
it
finished
twice
third.
when he was clearly the best player in the world without winning it, right? So I think it's a tough event to sort of win in a controlled manner, obviously.
Of course.
I think even Kasparov
No.
at his peak was not statistically favored to win, as I recall the calculations.
No, when world champions were determined by it, I mean, we got some great players, but yeah, normally not. With the exception of Vichy, right? Not top 10 players.
Out of those
Khalifman?
3, yeah,
Ono,
Kasim.
Bono, Kazim, no? Like,
Yeah, but it's clear that out of the 3 qualifiers from the World Cup, it will be like at least one surprise. I mean, one guy we don't expect, like I don't know, Andrei Kin or someone like that. You know, someone who is solid, 27, 10,
why is
20.
Andrakin a surprise? He's a former World Cup finalist.
Yeah, but it would be a surprise, no?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Or at least half a surprise, yeah.
Yeah. Although in this format, yeah, he's a well-known rapid specialist. He made the World Cup finals before. Yeah.
Let's
I'm
just.
not.
I would
I'm
be.
not sure
I
who the
would be a
favorites are.
big surprise. I would be a big surprise if I
You
would
would
manage that.
surprise me. No offense.
Well,
if
you're not-
you,
Yeah.
if you
you're not
make the
qualified.
candidates,
Qualified, right?
Yeah, I'm qualified. I'm playing.
Really? For the World Cup? How?
Olympiad?
French wild
They give
card.
a spot.
Are you getting the French? Seriously, France is giving the wild card to you.
I'm the highest rated who didn't qualify for the World Cup and who played in the Olympiad. I am by far, actually. No, it's not like I'm the highest rated, but I'm by far the highest rated. The 2 other one are Cornet and Maurizi, so I'm like 80 points ahead or 60, I don't know. I
Wow.
don't like it. I know. I knew it was it was going to be a bad news. But see you in Baku if Magnus plays. Then maybe I will be back because I have to play the first round. You know, with 206 players. So maybe we just we just meet at the airport.
I'm sorry. Feeder, you are doing something wrong.
Are you going, Peter, to Baku?
With whom?
Magnus?
Is he playing?
I don't know.
No, me neither.
He may play.
I don't know.
I'm going.
yeah.
I'm going. We'll
Wow.
have a great time.
He has to sign the contract before 2nd of June, but they may make an exception for him.
You can
He
make
can
it
probably
possible.
still get in.
Yeah.
I think why not? I mean, Magnus. It's possible that he will play. I mean, he's never won it, so that could be a good motivation,
You
no?
think
Also, it's fun, no?
His plan is to qualify
Yeah.
for the candidates via rating, via the feeder tour, via the World Cup.
No,
and
just
then
to win the World
play.
Cup, you know.
He played the World Cup when it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in order to qualify for a match against himself.
Yeah.
No, it's not
I know.
like he.
No,
He needs an
I
incentive.
should not try and use logic here. I agree, but we will see. I mean,
Yeah, hey, we can have a big chicken dinner in Baku.
Oh,
have
that
chicken.
would be amazing.
so
you
you
are
should
going
plan
there,
it early, probably. Yeah.
I'm going there. Yeah, we should.
I have to
We
win the
should
first.
schedule.
we
You
won't
have to
meet.
win the first round. Yeah.
If Magnus is not going, are you looking for seconds then, Laurent? I mean,
Yeah, okay,
No.
that will be no. I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
but no, I'm not. Yeah, if you are offering some of your golf time to give to your old friend for for a dinner, let's say, in exchange of a nice dinner, then I will take your help. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. No,
but
golf
yeah,
time
no,
is sort
I'm
of
not.
is not gonna be wasted
Nice
on that.
dinner. That translates. He values your work at 50 euros.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice to know.
No, very nice dinner. Come on, I,
Okay.
I will get wine while you will get a beer. So
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Mhm.
You can have escargot.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Escargot. Okay, so we'll be going to the World Cup. I'm not going to Norway Chess, which starts in like 3 days. I'll be doing commentary in German. Very
Wow.
exciting. But Peter is going.
Yeah. I'm flying Monday morning. You scared me a bit when you said Nakamura is already there. I was wondering has
After
the
Satoru is there already as well.
has the event started? But it starts Monday.
No,
I think, yeah?
but
So,
Yeah,
the
but
problem
boys
that
are professionals.
no, but also I mean, if they would finish the event the 26th, I mean the event was finishing Friday 26th, then you need to travel from US on Saturday. I mean, he didn't know that he would lose in in 2 days. I mean, he didn't expect that, I guess. So I guess it was clever
that's
to
fine.
do the travel before the tournament. I mean, you cannot travel during when the tournament is going on even if it's online. I mean, it's a bit tricky.
It's a reason.
No, makes a lot of sense. Not to
Yeah.
have one day and then try to fight jet lag and travel. So they, up to Sadorov, also went there to play the Champions Chess Tour. And
I mean, I'm trying to
Sticking
land
around.
like 4 o'clock with Blitz starting at 6. I mean, I don't know which kind of signal I'm trying to send to my boss, but
the usual.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh.
I will play the French league, guys. So that will be
Oh,
super
that's good to
exciting.
know.
I will report from the French league.
Will
You
you
play-
make daily
Atom.
YouTube videos about your games for the Chicken Chess Club channel?
No. I mean, it
Split.
depends. Yeah, you want to recap longer than the game, or how does that work?
So
I mean, what time do the games start? Like 3, I would guess. So you could
yeah.
start recording 3:15.
I mean,
We can have the videos up at 4. And sounds excellent.
you think you will have one of these Berlin repetition games in the tournament?
I don't want to give away my repertoire, so let's see.
Okay.
I don't. Do you know that this Berlin repetition I had like 15 times, never as white. So I mean,
Wow.
I'm still
Amazing.
too proud of that to make it, as white and as black. I don't want to give away my beautiful repertoire, but I may play
But it's
e5
gonna be
after one
Berlin.
e4.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, but
Open
seriously, is there
Spanish.
any other opening you could play except the Berlin?
Yeah.
Marshall.
You did some. Did you do some chessable thing or?
Yeah. I didn't finish, but Sveshnikov,
So that-
Marshall is
so that's-
there. I mean, last summer I played Marshall against Bakrotov.
After the match, Laurent had some improvements in the Marshall.
I had some work done in the Marshall by some handsome man on the beach, whom I met in Thailand. I mean, I thought it was. He keeps claiming it's a good opening, and you know what? I didn't have to pay for that. I was even paid for that. So that's amazing. That's amazing stuff. So yeah, no, Peter doesn't like what he's
Peter still gets
saying.
annoyed. I mean, like to you, it's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Well, kidding. Don't worry. I will play the Berlin. Maybe.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the silence.
We should do FIDE segment to cheer Peter up, yeah? After all, it's his birthday week. I mean,
it is his birthday week. He's 50. Can you believe?
50 minutes of FIDE?
Minutes. I don't think I'm ready. Well, I am, of course, but no. That would be too much, I think. Well, also, I mean, you're skipping the correspondence segment, but actually a move has happened since last time. So yeah.
Yes, go for the door.
No, we've gotten into the situation that he has 2 pawns against my knight, and that's all. I think we can both claim a draw due to table basis, but I don't know if there's some kind of psychological mind game going on, or, well, for my sake, it's just I don't know which button to click, to be honest. So I'm just making moves still. But that game is probably not exciting. Okay,
Yeah, no,
silence.
it's not.
I can hear.
Sorry, I zoomed out. You're making draws in
Yeah.
correspondence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You actually want me to start the feeder segment? Okay.
No, I can tell you before. I'm not sure if this applies to the feeder segment, but as I said, I was a big fan of the city of Warsaw, which, yeah, we had a lot of nice walks, nice dinners. And there you can see Ukrainians very integrated in, I don't know how you want to call it, in the picture of the city. You see a lot of Ukrainian flags, but you also see a lot of businesses like Lviv croissants and a lot of Ukrainian bars and so on. And I can't tell. I guess it's been a year, and there are also a lot of Ukrainians there, but it feels like it's more natural or nicer in a way than it's in Germany, where people also come, but I don't see like this merging with the city in Hamburg or Berlin like I've seen in Warsaw. So yeah, I'm not sure what that has to do with your segment, but
No,
it was good to see.
it's typical. I think this part of Eastern Europe, you see it the same in the Balticum. I mean, in Vilnius, it's also, I mean, Ukrainian restaurants, but a ton of Ukrainian flags everywhere and stuff like this. So
Now, before
that
you
was
start,
fun.
I would like to say that that's the first time I will listen to your feeder segment from a balcony. So I will go there and listen to you. That will make it more enjoyable.
Yeah,
no?
I will listen from a coffee machine.
Okay. You just tell me when you guys has positioned yourself comfortably either at the balcony or away from hearing, and then we can start.
I'm like
Okay.
2 meters away, so go ahead.
Okay, good. Well, welcome to the feeder section special edition. Well, I think in 2 weeks there will be a so-called solidarity match happening in Georgia, organized by FIDE. And, well, in my opinion, it's simply almost insulting. I mean, well, FIDE doing a solidarity match, well, they don't mention for what, but it's obvious that Georgian players against Ukrainians. It's obviously connected to Russian invasion of these countries. But at the exact same time of the solidarity match happening in Georgia, there is also a youth world cadet championship in Georgia. I think even in the same city, Batumi. And there we will see no Ukrainian kids playing, while there is around at present 100 players registered under the FIDE flag, which means Russian and Belarusians. So, I mean, talking about solidarity by FIDE towards Georgia and especially Ukraine feels extremely hollow when, while they are organizing a match for two strong Ukrainian female grandmasters, the Mutichuk sisters, is in principle nice, but if at the same time you don't give any considerations to Ukrainian kids who should be possible to play this event, but they can't play due to Russian participation, I think, well, talking about solidarity is just wrong. I mean, again, solidarity to a couple of professionals, you can argue is nice, but I mean, that Ukrainian kids is in reality sort of prevented from playing is just horrible. I mean, kids are suffering terrible from this war. I spoke well, I have a Ukrainian golf buddy, and he talks about his kids obviously heavily affected of the first days of the war with bombing planes flying over the city in Kharkiv, dropping bombs and such. I think that it is, well, solidarity should especially be against Ukrainian kids who have suffered so much, and that to have events happening without Ukrainian young players, and at the same time state that you have a solidarity match is just horribly wrong. Well, then also there is of course the FIDE connections and the special Dvorkovich connections towards Georgia and Ukraine. Again, FIDE organizing a solidarity event. I mean, Georgia was invaded by Russia in 2008. It was just when Medvedev has become president, and Dvorkovich was his perhaps main advisor. And the same Ukraine in 2014 and 15. There was annexation of Crimea, then there was invasion of eastern Ukraine by Russian troops. Again, with Dvorkovich being then the sort of deputy prime minister under Medvedev. I mean, just to say that we have solidarity with these countries, I think it's very weak when we are completely aware how FIDE has been financed for a lot of years, and then, I mean, it becomes more like a political tool to do something rather weak, rather than sort of actually trying to change our political perspective. Of smaller things, perhaps it could be mentioned that since last time, Dvorkovic's wife has now been sanctioned by Ukraine. She has a leading position in Metallurg Magnitogorsk, I think it's called. It's a Russian steel company, incredibly huge, and she has now been sanctioned due to that. I mean, well, a steel company is obviously connected to the Russian military industry, especially the Ural Vagon Zavod factory, perhaps I would mention, that produces Russian tanks. But that's perhaps minor, I would say. I guess also you see the political implications of the event just happening in Cyprus right now, with again, Ukrainian players not playing and the Russians participating and even winning the overall standings there. But generally, I just wanted to talk about this solidarity match. I think there has been great solidarity events, like you saw a solidarity match in London, for instance. But FIDE doing a solidarity match, I think it's just as hypocritical as it gets. And now we will invite Jan and Fres back to the segment. Fres is still here, no?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
No, I left and I came back.
You left and you're back.
6
Okay.
months.
No,
I listened.
I
listened.
Yeah, thanks. I'm sorry, but during the segment, I always stop watching you guys on cameras because there is too much smirking and stuff going on. So that is very
Okay.
confusing. Yeah, probably that's how you feel on a regular basis. Maybe.
So at least you didn't
we will have
complain.
Jan back at
Yeah, at some point,
complain about
maybe.
menu. No.
So what's the next topic? We finish
No.
on that, or
I don't know. Now we talk a little. I don't know. Jan is actually left for good, it seems. I mean, we would normally take some questions. He would say something in Dutch, but it seems not really possible.
we don't have any
I can
questions?
complain a
as
bit
far
more
as I
about
can see.
FIDE, but I think I've done it enough already.
You complained about my wildcard, which is no, I think
it's a
it's wrong. It's wrong to give wildcard to every country. I mean, like in this Olympiad stuff, but yeah.
I mean, that I actually have a complaint about that. The point is that, well, it gives the federation power over a lot of these things.
Yeah.
So the federations can delegate it to someone, and that helps, sleek guys like you who can suck up to people like Koyatli, while, principal guys like me, we don't get it, right? No, I'm a bit serious. It actually gives power to federation to delegate wildcards instead of some kind of mathematical systems, which I kind of dislike.
Yeah.
But
actually
well,
did,
also I would say that
the French Federation did something to. I mean, the new president of Quatli did something like for all this wildcard, it's the highest rated eligible guy who is qualified all the time. I mean, they made something very automatic, very straight. So I knew actually, like when I heard about this wildcard, I knew it would be me because it's automatic. They decided there is no committee, there is no, it's the simplest way and the most fair, I guess. Because it's the same for women.
But,
so how do you do it? I mean, it's the same like when, let's say our French female players are all around 2,400, so 10 points difference. So how do you select people? I mean, this is very difficult.
Yeah, but of course, rating also becomes possible to manipulate to some extent. I mean, I still have a high rating because I don't play, so you also need to have some rules. It is not easy. And Jan is back.
Yeah.
No, I'm fascinated by the conversation.
Well, also you have the power to give a German wildcard, I assume, right?
Yeah.
And while in France they had this democratic systems, you're just a dictator doing it, I assume. Yeah.
No, I want to have more dictatorial powers because 4 players are by rating, and you need the rating and a number of games, and I can only give 1 wild card, which I want to nominate the whole team, frankly.
No, but I meant for the World Cup, the extra spot.
I don't think I have that power.
Well,
I don't know, actually. Should I know these things?
ideally, deadline is in 5 days. But
Okay, that's still
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
If you're a captain, if you are a captain in Chennai, can you get the wild card? I mean, you could give it to yourself.
For sure. Maybe I can play the World Cup. You're opening up new doors here, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
And
sure
then
I'm the
you're-
highest rated eligible.
And second Geary at the same
no,
time.
because
Of course.
you didn't play. You didn't play.
He doesn't need me in the first round.
Yeah,
So what? Why do I have to play in Olympiad?
because to be eligible, you need to play in the Olympiad for this
Those are the rules? That's a weird
Yeah.
rule.
But there
it's
again, I come
to-
in by making this rule. They sort of, give the players less leverage when they have to negotiate fee for the national federations for playing the Olympiad. Okay. Also, again,
My question is,
Ah.
can you go to the World Cup as, let's say, a second or a player, and once your job there is finished, can you then join the appeals committee, or is that
Yeah, that's a
conflict
pity.
of interest?
Yeah, I'm losing
I mean,
my
you don't have to
job.
do it while you're active, just afterwards,
That would be nice.
because you're there already.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a win-win, no? Like,
yeah,
Fide.
makes sense.
I
But also,
ca-
shouldn't the appeal committee be there permanently for the whole event? Or
Yeah, we'll be there for the
Fide.
whole event.
We're willing to do it either simultaneously. We can do it while doing our other jobs, or once our other jobs are finished, we can switch, then focus exclusively on our jobs in the appeals committee. Whatever is more convenient for you.
in case Magnus is not doing it, I can even do it via Zoom if they want me just to.
Peter, you're not included in this conversation. No offense.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you will offer to do it for free and so on. I mean, you will kill the business.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Yeah, we
service
know
of,
you are
service
very
of
cheap.
chess.
Yeah, no, please. We want to do appeal committee for money.
But also, I mean, if Tregobov can be married to one of the players, why can't you second one of the players? It's a less committing engagement, I would say.
It depends.
Yeah,
Talk for
I
yourself.
think you can do both. You can be married to the players and second them.
Also, I mean, are you an official second? I mean, it's not like we sign any kind of paper, right? We just go there, is my impression.
Speak for yourself. I signed some papers.
Okay. No,
He's an official
but
spy
not
of
towards
Team
FIDE.
Carlsen.
You are not informing FIDE that you are.
Come
now
on, Peter.
second in
We
the deal.
you know we sent
Fide,
him
if you're watching.
to spy on Gay. I mean, that was the deal. I mean,
Could be.
okay, now for the match of
Maybe true.
I'm very,
1000.
very available for double agenting, triple agenting, appeals agenting. Like,
You name it.
just
yeah.
talk to me, Emil. You know how to reach me. It's not a problem. Don't you worry.
No, I think Jan for
think-
the 2028 match he will be second of Magnus Anish. It will be a Gay Carlsen match and member of appeals committee while being in Thailand. That I can see.
I think 2028 will be a Gary Carlsen match. That's interesting.
Rather bold statement, in my opinion.
Prediction. But yeah,
Prediction time.
sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds extremely fair because I worked for both. Then I will be extra impartial.
But what about this World Teams thing in Dusseldorf? There you could be a appeals committee member.
Oh, but I'm busy there. I'm already a captain, and I have to do the training camp before.
No.
Yeah, I'll be busy. But
This-
yeah, it
I
sounds.
thought this as an amateur event. You're captaining. I mean, oh no.
Yeah, I'm the captain. It's not an amateur event. What are you talking about? We got Abdusatorov, Duda, Wesley, Nepomniachtchi. They're on my team.
Okay,
Yes.
it's quite a team.
So you have a tough job,
Yeah.
yeah? You put
Very
them on
tough.
the list every day.
No, I have
That's
to
the
choose
point,
the
yeah.
lineup. I also have Pragnananda, Keimer. Only 4 can play. It's not going to be easy.
But I thought, doesn't there have to be an amateur in the team?
There's an amateur.
Okay.
There's also a women's board, Kostenyuk.
Okay.
No. I'm very committed to the team.
And
The training camp is going to be very fun.
So,
It's gonna be a training camp also? Okay.
who is the
Kostenyuk
amateur? Tell us.
It's
Probably-
Vadim. Vadim
Yes,
is the amateur.
probably
He's
gonna
the
upset
2000 guy.
okay. I didn't see that coming at all.
You didn't see that coming.
I did.
So Vadim is the organizer, sponsor of the event, yeah?
Yeah.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, and a good friend of yours.
There's also
as
other
well.
tough teams. There's also other tough teams. Of course.
Okay, that's nice.
There's a team. I don't know what I can spoil, but yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Most of the top 10 players will be there. I'm not sure Magnus there, but everybody else I think is there. Maybe Magnus can start his own team.
If
with
Magnus
Peter.
is not
Yeah.
playing, you should expect some tweets from me. But let's see. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm expecting tweets from you anyway. It's an official FIDE event.
of course. Yeah, don't worry. I have even done on-the-ground research here in Lithuania. But anyway.
No, I know all your research is done.
Yeah. So that's good. Anyway, should we end on this high note, or do we have some questions from readers, or do we have to, I don't know, ask people to send us
I got
more
nothing.
money?
Yeah, we got nothing.
I think
That's
It's
it.
time
Who's
to
winning?
end it here.
Who wins Norwich? Just any quick predictions? I will go for, I don't know, probably Magnus.
I will go for a bold prediction as well. I will say Magnus.
Okay.
Nah, of course, he's the favorite, especially with this format. He won.
What, Magnus
He
versus
won
the
all of
field?
them with this new format so far. No,
Probably,
He
yeah.
won the last 4 times.
yeah,
It was close
hard
with
to bet against
Alieza.
him.
Yeah. Alieza is my second pick. Then rest
Not
of the world.
Abdusatorov.
Wow.
Yeah,
Abdusatorov in a mixed format, classical and blitz.
Abdusatorov will be my
Yeah.
third pick.
Okay.
No, because I mean,
Okay. Why don't you flick in Naka also while you're at it? Then you have 4.
no,
Yeah.
no, like
Hikaru.
Yeah.
no.
Okay, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Apologies for
Laurent.
all the usual stuff. Still, please give us a lot of stars. Subscribe to do the thing. It's very important.
Patreon.
Until next time.
Mhm.
Bye.